I have my own principles. I know what is right. I know what is wrong. And whoever was posted, his name is Pastor Eric Binges.
Ladies and gentlemen, word on the street is that Carol Sonie is dating Amubaba, a man not only with a wife and a child, but also a pastor at JCC. Now, I want us to listen to this video carefully because something is just not adding up.
His name is Pastor Eric Binges. Pastor Eric Binges is a pastor. He's a pastor of mine. He's a friend of mine. He's a counselor, I would say.
The big question, since it was revealed on BNN Premium and since this news went viral that Carol Sonie is dating Amubaba, has been, for how long has this been going on? This is the main thing that we will be diving into in this video. So take a minute to like the video and subscribe.
And whoever was posted, his name is Pastor Eric Binges. Pastor Eric Binges is a pastor. He's a pastor of mine. He's a friend of mine. He's a counselor, I would say, together with his beautiful wife, Evelyn. They are my friends. I reached out to Pastor Eric Binges when I was suicidal. I reached out to Eric and I was tired with life. And I was just messed up, and I decided, let me talk to someone. The best person that I could talk to at that time was Pastor Eric Binges. I called him, I explained my situation. Thank God, alikuwa anaona vitu because na happen social media. So alikuwa anaona hiyo mambo yote.
So we've just listened to this video of Carol Sonie explaining about this pastor who had been mentoring her. However, according to her ex mulamwah, there was more to her relationship between her and this man who she claimed was her pastor.
So I told him and I explained to him, and I told him, me personally, Pasi, I'm done and I'm tired with life. So Eric, together with Evelyn, his wife, they have been working with me through all this. And Eric is someone that I respect, together with his family. Eric is someone that I know if I call him, if I have any issue, he's someone that he would drive to where I am, akiwa na bibi yake, wakuja wanisaidie. Eric. So now naamka napata that nimeambiwa that is someone that I'm dating.
This video was from 2022, and for the purpose of this story, we will have to go back in time. Carol Sonie and mulamwah broke up in 2021, end of 2021, and from that time into 2022, in fact most of 2022, we got to see some back and forth between the two. After the breakup, Carol Sonie had an interview with Mongai Eve, and in that interview, she spoke about never ever dating or marrying Amubaba. Eve had asked her about it, but she said that she would never ever find herself in such a situation, stating that her focus at the time was herself and a baby. Fast forward to August 2022. She gushes over her new man. This was the headline, and she had posted actually photos of herself with a man she claimed to be her new man, saying answered prayer and saying how much she was blessed to have found this man. So looking at the photos, she didn't give us the face. She chose to keep on that part. So of course this was reposted by blogs, it was news, and of course it got to mulamwah, who reacted, but his reaction was not just a reaction but a whole expose. He went on to allege that Carol Sonie was having an affair with Amubaba, a married man in fact, and not only that, he actually shared photos of the man and photos of the wife as well. He even claimed that the mzee was threatening him. Sasa mzee amenitishia anataka kuniua. It's okay, nishachoka, make it quick when you come. It was after that Carol Sonie decided to go on Instagram Live to clear the air. And this video is actually a recording of that Instagram Live.
Mara sijui ako na miaka 60, mara sijui amefanya nini. Ai.
Now you see why all this isn't adding up. At this point, we know that Eric Binges and Carol Sonie were having an affair. Mulamwah seems to have gotten wind of this 2 years ago. However, when Carol Sonie was clearing the air on this matter, she talked about how Pastor Eric Binges was being her mentor and was helping her in life. She further talks about how the pastor and his wife Eve have together been helping her.
Pastor Eric Binges is a pastor. He's a pastor of mine. He's a friend of mine. He's a counselor, I would say, together with his beautiful wife Evelyn. They are my friends.
I have so many questions. One of them being, what really happened? Does it mean that Carol Sonie, despite knowing the wife of Eric Binges, still went ahead na akamgongea?
When a relationship that used to be a blessing has now become a burden.
And does this mean that she was lying to us, to the online community and to her fans who are on that Instagram live on that day by saying that the relationship between them was purely mentorship? Or maybe we are the ones who are taking things a bit too far. Maybe they got into an agreement and Carol Sonie has been clout chasing with him all along. Now, not everything is clear in this whole story. However, one thing is clear. Eric Binges has been in Carol Sonie's life since 2022. And on top of that, he was the man that Carol Sonie posted back in 2022, resulting to mulamwah's response. Looking at these photos, one thing is common. One photo is from 2022, posted by Carol Sonie, who was posting herself and her new man. And even though she didn't post the face, she did post the rest of the body. And we can see that the man is wearing a black beaded bangle. In this other photo from Eric Binges' Instagram, zoom in on the hand and we get to see a black beaded bangle.